Hey everyone, welcome to episode number 5 of Roof and Renovate. We are Perimeter Roofing and Exteriors, and we're excited to, for our new guest, Andrew Lee is with us, and we're excited to have him on. And of course, my sidekick Joe is here.
Me, I'm here.
So we're glad to have Andrew join us today, and we're going to be talking about some cool stuff.
Yeah, this is a cool episode. Andrew's actually my direct supervisor, so this is a special episode for not just me, but also him. First time guest on the show, and wanted to start off. How'd you guys meet in the first place?
So if he's your direct supervisor, does that mean this is going to be censored?
I mean, we'll talk about that later.
Okay. All right. I don't know. I just saw some looks over there. I just didn't know, what was going down.
No, we're good.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. So back to what you were saying. What was that?
So how did you and Andrew meet? Tell me the story.
So I first got a call from Andrew. He was working for another roofing company here in town, who's now no longer in business. And he called me up. He was like, "Hey, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be needing a new job soon, and I was wondering if you guys were hiring." And at the time, I was looking for somebody, but he kind of called me out of the blue, and my gut was telling me not right now. And to be honest with you, when I hung up, I was like, dang, man, I feel like that guy, he just impressed me on the phone, but I just wasn't sensing it right at that time. And I think it might have been 6 months later, we ran an ad on Indeed, and I saw his name, and I was like, that name looks so familiar. I feel like I know who that is. And he came in and interviewed, and we hit it off, and I hired him. In fact, I hired him for something different than what he was interviewing for.
Okay.
And so, yeah, we went straight for it. And I was like, I want you to be our sales leader here. And so
Cool. Yeah.
we made it work.
Love that.
Andrew, is that how it went down?
Yeah, I mean, me and you met, or we chatted on the phone, I want to say around April. As you've told the story a couple hundred times, I just weren't feeling me.
Oh, have I said that before?
Yeah, you told me often that you didn't like me at the beginning.
Okay, wow.
And then
I mean, the best relationships start off that way. You got to get that tension out of the way.
So yeah, I got an email, and I thought I was being headhunted because
oh wow,
hey, we want you to apply for this. Come to find out, it was just like a random click that the guy that was working for us, Bradley, at the time was doing, just from, I don't know, maybe 10 people.
So the bait and switch worked.
It was great.
Okay.
And then me and Philip sat down, and he showed me everything with a position that I came in for, and then he switched it up on the last second. I was like, "Hey, be the sales manager over here." And I guess that was a little over a year and a half ago now, and it's been a fun ride ever since.
Nice. So you were roofing before this?
I was for a little bit. I mean, I've always done construction, remodeling. I actually had my own business for 3 years. That was namely in commercial cleaning and painting. And so that was...
So he says.
Yeah. And so we did that for 3 years. It was really great for 2. And then the last year was equally as bad. And then, so I was looking for new work, and that other roofing company, it just was a good fit for the time. I had, again, construction, not just namely roofing, but construction. And so I think we started off with them, and we had a lot of success over there, but we won't get into it too much, but the company just as itself wasn't going to sustain. And then, about a year later or so, I was with Philip.
Nice. So tell us a little bit more about yourself outside of work. You have a family?
Yeah, I do. I'm married. Me and my wife got married in the end of October of 21.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, we just celebrated 3 years. We've had our daughter, who's now a little over 2. She got pregnant pretty quick, so that threw a wrench in all of our plans. But we wouldn't change it now. Yeah,
it's a blessing.
It's awesome. Yeah. So Holly's my wife, and then of course my daughter is Summit.
Awesome. Have you met Summer?
Summit.
Oh, yikes! My bad. Summit. Have you met his daughter?
I don't think so.
Yeah, no. I mean, she's been in the office, but
you brought your kids in the office. No, I haven't met your kids yet.
Yeah. No,
I'm kind of hurt by that, actually.
I'm even more hurt.
I mean, you've met all my kids, right?
I've met.
I got three. I got 3 daughters.
Met 3.
Only 3.
So I'm 3.
So yeah. So we'll have to change that.
Yeah, give us some advice. As he.
Oh yeah, whatever advice you need, man. I'm here.
So Andrew, share us a little bit about your experience since you came on to Perimeter? You've been here for almost 2 years now. What have you observed? What have you learned? And, obviously you and I work pretty close together for what we do, but, just share us a little bit about the experience being at Perimeter so far.
Yeah. So I think my time here I think I had an idea of like roofing and the roofing industry, from, just doing some research in it, and of course being in it for, roughly a year or so before. And I honestly just thought it was kind of a slimy industry. But once I met Philip, he's a man of faith, and of course I am too. He kind of changed all that. And, I think we service our customers really well. And I think that's my biggest takeaway here at Perimeter, is actually doing, what we say we're going to do. And we truly care about helping our customers and things like that. And it's not just, a quick money grab and then we move on to the next one. And so that's been, I guess, my biggest takeaway from Perimeter. I think everyone here really actually cares about what they're doing and why they're doing it.
Yeah, it's easy to see. There's a lot of integrity amongst the team members, and that's a trickle down effect from leadership and who runs the company and sets that precedent. So I know myself, I can 100% agree with and see that coming into fresh into the roofing industry for myself was, I don't know anything about this. All I've heard are the stereotypes of the industry, but it's really been eye opening to see the integrity behind it and what we do. So that's cool. It's cool. So tell me a little bit more about last year. How did this 2024 year set up us this year? What are we doing?
Sure,
Where's the goal?
So 2024 was great. I think a lot of our new leadership came on in 2023. And so with that, we got to identify things that weren't working so well, things that worked really well. And that really primed up 2024. And we had a record year. And so that's awesome. And so everybody's really excited for 2025. It's starting off really hot again. Just a lot of exciting things. I guess we'll talk more about them later, but new markets, new products, and then again, just continuing to serve Lynchburg and the greater Lynchburg community excellently. Yeah.
We had Trisha on a couple episodes ago now, I think 3 now, where she's kind of running the show day to day at the office, and she's been great to work with, and share a little bit of experience. I know you're in the leadership meetings, and you actually get a little bit more hands on with decisions made.
Sure, yeah. Patricia cares about everybody, and she really makes people feel heard and valued. And I think that's probably her biggest strength. She knows how to lead and correct, but not make you feel silly. If you didn't do something right, and she knows how to get the desired outcome while still making you feel valued and seen and empowered. And that's a really great quality in a leader. It's not always my biggest strength. I don't know, Joe, maybe you can speak to that, but I have something I want it done my way. But Patricia's really great about empowering you and making you feel heard and valued. And so she's really great. And I'm glad I get to work with her a lot more now.
Would you agree, Phil?
I would say yes. I married up. Yeah, Trisha is excellent at that. I mean, that is a gift. And she, she's a people person. She loves people. And I think in the midst of challenge or difficulty or struggle, she has a fun meter that she is always wearing, and she kind of keeps things light and fun. And so that's, an X factor that she carries that I think is going to help the company continue to thrive in the area of just strong, healthy culture.
Nice. So Andrew was talking about, we had a record year, very good year last year. What does that look like? How many people are we helping? Is that
we
put a number to that?
Yeah, we continue to service anywhere between 450 to 550 customers a year. So it varies. Some of that depends on just the size of the project and the complexity, because there's certain improvements that just take longer than others. Whereas a roof, we can usually have a roof replacement done in a day. If we're doing a siding job, for instance, that might take 1 to 2 weeks.
Right.
If we're doing an interior job, that can take a month. That can take 2 months.
And sometimes it's all of those. It's not just one.
Yeah, exactly. Right. We offer everything. So some customers are wanting us to help with multiple or various projects around their home or business.
Yeah. Sometimes even unplanned ones, right? When a tree falls, for example.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about what that looks like. we hate it when it happens, but someone has to be there to help.
Yeah. So that reminds me of a story. So we actually had a customer, hail hit the front of their roof, and insurance came out and approved the front of the roof, but not the back of the roof. And we went ahead, the customer hired us to replace just the front of the roof because she didn't have the money for the back. And before we put on the new roof, an oak tree fell on the back of the roof.
Oh, man.
And so the insurance came in and then paid for the back of the roof. So then we got to do the whole roof. And so it was really cool. She was actually a widow. She was, on a budget, on a limited income. And we were able to help her put the whole house back together. So, for those of you listening, that's not rare. So, if insurance only pays for the front of their house, don't cut down a tree in the back because they won't pay for that. It has to be.
That's a bad thing.
Yeah, it has to be like for real, like
act of God,
an act of God, right? So, we're here to help customers, and we know insurance. We know how it works. We are certified in all of the estimating softwares that all insurance companies are required to use. So we bring a strength to the table for any customer that is looking to ensure that they're going to be able to put their house back together, and that we're not going to cut corners, and that it's going to be better than it was before the incident.
Andrew, tell me a little bit about, you lead the sales team here, and what Philip was talking about, how we're at a position where we are kind of like on the inside of the scoop with insurance companies. We know how they work. We know how they operate. What does that practically look like for us to be able to present that to a homeowner saying, hey, we're not just a contractor here to put up a roof or patch up a hole in the roof. How does that look different for us?
Sure. So, when unfortunately accidents do happen, a lot of the times people are just going to go out and get a contractor, and well, it could be good and great, but a lot of times these adjusters, that's what they are. They're adjusters. They're not contractors. And so they're really good at their job, but they might not know how everything ties in together. And so you need someone who does know that to tell them, hey, this is what you've missed. And a lot of contractors don't know how to combat insurance with that. And so where we've done, kind of our insurance thing and how we've managed it is to have both sides. So we're able to best serve the customer and get them put back whole. With things that might have been missed, or just to get it done properly, I guess, as you would say.
I think a lot of homeowners, they're, especially if they got a hole in their roof or a hole in their house, they're freaking out like you would. Like, I want to get this taken care of as quick as possible. And
a lot of times it just comes with cut corners because, a lot of times people are going to go with the cheaper option, and you only really get cheaper option, not in labor. I mean, in our industry, labor's labor. Everybody costs them the same thing. So it's a lot in products and what you're actually doing. And so if the insurance comes out and they write you a scope for this much and the contractor does it and you choose a cheap one, he'll do it for that rate. Yeah, but you're missing out on more than likely a substantial amount. We see pretty often roughly 30 to 50% of funds not being given to the customer to be made whole. And so that's, I think, what we do different. A couple of people in town sure will do it, but that's a big benefit of us, is that we know how to actually talk to the insurance using their language, i.e. Xactimate or Symbility.
Know the lingo, what they're talking about.
And of course, do our part as far as the construction goes.
We're almost like a translator between the homeowner and the insurance.
That's a good.
Perimeter translators. How about that?
We do it.
Well, tell us a little bit more what's coming in 2025, Philip.
2025. So very excited about this year. As Andrew had mentioned, a lot of things are starting off right. It feels like a lot of doors are opening for us and a lot of big project opportunities. And so, I think with some of the new certifications that we've been getting and expanding our licenses with the DPOR, it's just opening up a lot of doors and potential for us to really expand our services. So, in 2025, the main thing that we're focused on is we want to steward well what we got, right? Like, we don't want to grow too fast, but we want to be faithful with what we're being entrusted, and we want to do each job, serve each customer with excellence, and make sure that that's our priority, and that doesn't falter because of other things that we're trying to accomplish or objectives that we're wanting to hit. But again, it is fun and exciting to grow. It's fun and exciting to,
you got the new shiny stuff sometimes.
yeah,
which is fun.
exactly.
Yeah.
But I think we have worked really, really hard in the last 8 years to develop strong disciplines to stay focused on the fundamentals of construction. And the thing that we really have going for us is we've got solid people. The people that we have are experienced and they're integrous, and there's clarity about what we're trying to achieve together as a team.
Yeah.
So in 2025, I definitely want to continue to foster and cultivate stronger unity among our team, making sure that we're investing in the people that are here and helping them, grow both personally and professionally.
Yeah.
That's a big focus. We want to continue to foster and cultivate the right kind of culture. Just like everybody in the company wants to grow and be successful. I mean, it same with me, right? Like we all need to grow. We've all got to stay humble, right? We've all got to be teachable and recognize there's areas we need to grow in. And I think that's key in any industry, is having the right posture, as we're moving forward into the future. But I'm not as naive to think that, I'm going to lay stake, and say, hey, we're going to do X, Y, Z. I mean, ultimately, I remember my old boss when I was in advertising sales, and in like 2 lifetimes ago. I remember he told me, he said, "Don't focus on the number, just do your job every day, and be responsible every day, and do your job, and the numbers will take care of themselves."
Yeah.
So I don't want to be so focused on the numbers. I want to be focused on what we have to do each day.
Yeah. The quality of the work.
The quality, right? Yeah. Just and then everything else will take care of itself.
It's awesome. Yeah, I know we just had our all company meeting kind of kicking off the year this past 2 weeks ago now, where you guys went over our new core values that we're really making a push for. I got them right here, so don't worry, I got them. With integrity, excellence, collaboration, innovation, and accountability, which we've talked a lot behind the scenes of. That is what makes up a perimeter team member, and what you guys look for when bringing someone new to the team, and what you just said, basically.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can find nuggets of truth in all of those. And I think that we exemplify each of those qualities.
It's awesome.
And again, but there's areas in all of us that we're strong. We've got strengths in some, and there's areas of growth in others.
Yeah. I think it's great to be a part of a team that, is willing to grow, not focus on, like you said, the numbers, but the quality of the people. And when that grows, everybody grows together.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Andrew,
absolutely.
Anything you want to add to that?
No, I think you guys are doing good there.
Yeah. Nice. Well, Andrew, tell us a little bit about Perimeter Cares. I know, we've had it at the company for a couple years now. We've been doing more and more each year. I'd like you to share what we did last year and what we're looking to do this year. And tell the listeners what Perimeter Cares is if they don't know.
Sure. Yeah. So Perimeter Cares, it's pretty standard throughout the industry. I mean, it might just be a different company's name, and then of course it's Cares, and that's standard, the company's how it takes care of itself or its community. And so Perimeter Cares for us right now is how our company, each employee can donate X amount of dollars per week with a cap, just again, back to this benevolence fund. And then when things come up like unexpected childcare, tutoring, your fridge, goes out, right?
Yeah.
Your heating goes out, an unexpected bill, things like that. And that's how we can all come and surround each other and say, hey, you know what? We're a family. I've got your back. So I donate to this. You donate to this. Eventually I'm going to need it, but today you do. And so, hey, I'm happy to bless you and give back to you.
Yeah.
And that's Perimeter Cares. And of course we have our outside, benevolence. And that's recently, we just gave away a roof and, to a local family who has served both in the military and law enforcement. And those are always fun. Somebody who gives and serves so much.
Yeah.
It's nice to give back and to serve the community that way as well. But that's just a little bit about it.
Yeah, that's great. I know Dawn was telling me about, for those who don't know who Dawn is, she's our amazing accounts manager, HR, What else? What do we add? Am I missing?
HR and finance.
Yeah,
She
finance.
pays the
Yeah,
bills.
she pays the bill. She's our best friend.
Yeah.
She was telling me that we did some scholarships for some summer camps too this past year.
We did. Yep.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are those scholarships for?
So it was for special needs through the ARC here in Lynchburg, which is a group that helps with those types of challenges. And so we were able to fund. I can't remember how many scholarships it was, but I think it was around 5 people. We were able to send them to camp.
That's awesome.
So yeah, just a little way to give back.
You guys looking to do more of that this year?
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of opportunities come across our desk and we, take each one seriously, but we partner with the ones that we feel like, resonate with us the most.
That's great.
And we can't, meet every need that comes across, but we that is a big focus of what we want to do is make an impact in the community with the resources that we have.
That's great. I love that, you guys are not only focusing on the community as a whole, but also the community in the office and our team members that, like Andrew was saying, sometimes stuff comes up and you want to be there for them, which is great.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So a couple more questions I wanted to kind of get your opinion on, Andrew. As we've gone into 2025, I know there's some exciting things on the horizon. Share with us what those are, if you can.
Yeah, so I can't go into everything because we haven't released them, and so I just want to be fair and
okay.
honor our
Give us at least
process.
a sneak preview.
But the big thing for me is new markets. We're going up north a wee bit if we can. I'd also like to go south, but that's probably for more personal reasons, as I can get away to the casino and.
They need roofers down there.
Yeah,
right?
That's right. No, but we are looking to expand into new markets. We've had a lot of success here in Lynchburg, especially this past year, and I want to take that to new markets. And so, if that resonates with you, hey, we'd love to have you come be a part of the team. But yeah, we're looking to get into those new markets and starting slow, of course, just with our main products and production. So think roofing and
not
gutters.
jumping the gun on anything.
Yeah, we're gonna take our time, but we're gonna get there and we're gonna take Virginia here soon.
Cool.
Yeah.
How far north? Nova? Are we talking Nova?
Maybe talking Nova. I don't know. We'll start
Okay.
with Charlottesville and see what we can do. But yeah,
Okay.
we'll see what Philip lets us do.
What are we gonna do, Philip?
I don't. That old Michael W. Smith song, "Go West, Young Man." I don't know. That just comes to me. Go West, young man. What's west of Lynchburg?
West.
Yeah, we're gonna go hit up. Yeah, wasn't that like the backwoods? I mean, there's
they
like
got roofs out there.
there's like I know, but like it's like isn't Bristol? I mean, that's like far. That's like close to the Tennessee border. Yeah,
There's parts of them both, but yeah.
I mean, sure. I mean, I'm not making fun of Bristol. I mean, we'll service Bristol, but like it's like there's one house every
If I gave you a map,
10 miles.
Could you point out Bristol?
Huh?
If I gave you a map, could you point out Bristol?
Yes, I probably could. Well, actually, yeah, the Bristol Motor Speedway. I've been there. Yeah.
Baby.
Okay, so yeah, Bristol's bigger than I thought. I was thinking like Podunk. Like we got Woody laughing now.
Arvonia.
I mean, no. So just for context, okay, I had an appointment when I used to be in advertising sales that was out that way in the like far west corner of Virginia, and there's nothing but mountains, and you just there's nothing, right? There's like one house every 10 miles, and so that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, not like Lynchburg where you gotta.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have
so we love you, Bristol. Like, come on, don't take that personally. Don't take that personally, Bristol.
We'll see him in a few years. Cool. Well, guys, I'm out of all the serious stuff, but I got a couple questions for you.
Okay.
All right.
Hit us up.
All right. I'm gonna start off light. If you could switch jobs with someone, for a day at Perimeter, who would it be?
Who you asking?
Both of you.
Is this for both of us?
Yeah, both of you. Whoever gets.
If I could literally like
you switch,
do a Freaky Friday switch,
Kinda,
or
yeah.
like
Yeah.
I'm in their body, or I'm just taking over their position.
You do their job for that day.
Okay, I do their job. It would definitely be repair sales. I love repair sales. I like getting out there, solving problems, working with my hands, getting on a roof.
You're competitive too with that.
Oh yeah. I mean, if I lose 20 pounds, nobody's going to beat me, because you got to be in shape to get up on those roofs. But yeah, I mean,
this is why Zach is,
yeah,
fit.
Exactly. Yeah. Those guys are like, they're ready to go.
Yeah.
They got lots of energy. But I give them a run for their money.
That's true.
Yeah. And they like it when I'm out there too, because they know that I can give them a run for their money.
Makes them work harder.
Yeah, exactly. They hustle.
Yeah.
Sure.
What about you, Andrew?
I mean, on my lazy days, I'd probably want the easiest job, which is going to Andy or Alex job.
Oh wow.
Just kidding, guys.
Okay.
Just teasing. Just teasing. No, I actually also like it would be repair sales or just something like you do, like retail.
Yeah.
I like the sales. I also like getting out there. I mean, that's some of my most fun memories are back when we had the hurricanes last year.
Yeah.
And just getting up on a roof and tarping them with you or Josh or just anybody, when it's just pouring down rain and, safely, right? Safely. But that was fun.
It's a nice mix.
Wild times, and it makes you feel like you're a man and you're doing something. So I love it. Yeah. I love getting out there and getting your hands dirty a wee bit.
I'd have to agree that those days last year when it was just poured all day, snow or sometimes snow, but when it just poured, you're out there.
Yeah, because no one else is doing it. So we're happy to serve.
And you're the hero.
Yeah.
Like it feels good, and as long as you're safe, you'll be great. All right, got a couple more. Okay, this is Philip's question. All right, if you got stranded on a roof for 24 hours, Philip, what 3 things would you want to bring?
Oof. Definitely my wife and kids. I would definitely want to be with my family.
Well,
I was stranded on a roof.
You got.
Oh wait,
you got 3 daughters.
Wait, that's true. They might fall. So wait, that's 4 people. And so yeah, let me retract that. All right, the 3 things that I want. A thermos full of hot something, I guess, because it's really cold out. A winter jacket and a 0-degree sleeping bag.
Okay.
Off the cuff. Those are the things I want.
What about you?
Tell you what, you give me a good Harry Potter book, you can keep the other 2 items.
Wow. He's going to pull out his wand and just like, he's going to change the environment. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Big Harry Potter guy. Yeah. Love it.
Wow. We got Harry Potter and gambling. We got to pray for Andrew.
Yeah, I got some problems. Yeah. My Baptist fundamentals would really be upset with me right now.
The book on your desk right now.
That's all right.
All right, 2 more questions. Let me pick. If Perimeter had a mascot, who would it be? What would it be?
Okay.
Would it be a person?
It wouldn't be Mr. Shingles, like you said.
Come on, Mr. Shingles is great.
No, it ain't doing Mr. Shingles.
If you like Mr. Shingles, please let us know. All right. Thank you.
I don't know. Mascot. I know that Woody wants us to use Bigfoot, but that's like his thing. So we can't do that.
Shout out to Woody.
Yeah. So, and he's like, I feel like he might be offended if we like brought in Bigfoot, because then it would be like competing Bigfoots, and we can't.
Who has the bigger foot?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
My foot's bigger than yours. It'd be one of those. Yeah. So I don't know, honestly. Andrew, any ideas?
So when I read the question when Joe sent it, I thought like immediately of like a white ram with red horns.
Okay. All right. Okay. Wow.
Like a tough,
like a mountain.
Yeah. Okay. I like that.
Yeah, but like with the
the swirly
with the shingle gun in his hand.
I like that.
Shingle gun and nail gun.
Shingle gun.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
I like that.
So are the nails? Is his actual shingle? Like, are the nails coming out of his horns, or it's like
could be like
he's got like built in?
Yeah, I think it's just like
a good tool belt on. Just a good.
Oh, he's got a tool belt. Okay.
Good. Yeah.
So is this like half man, half ram?
He can walk on 2 feet.
Okay, walk on 2 feet.
Hooves. He still has hooves, but he can walk on 2 of them.
Okay. How does he hold things with his front hooves?
Or does he have it's fingers?
It's a little bit of a. This is still fantasy.
Oh, so. Okay, I got you. Well, I mean, I like that. I mean, I like where you're going with that. It's like that tough built.
Yeah. This is the last one. I'm going to change it from a question as more as a call to action. All right. We should have a roofing Olympic event, or like a roofing Olympic event.
A roofing Olympic event.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
We get all of the roofers in town. It's like it's a community event. Right?
It's a competition.
And you put them up against each other, and you got different things you got to do. Shingle a roof, put up a metal roof, do a repair.
It's kind of like log rolling.
Yeah, kind of. Exactly.
We actually used to have that. Where you'd come and who can shingle, square with like on a dormer.
Yeah. You got the nail gun category and the hammer category.
Yeah,
So-
they would hand bang.
Okay.
And they would use a nail gun. Yeah. So they used to have it. So we should definitely bring it
I
back.
think that's
Wow,
something
man.
we should bring back.
Okay. I mean, you're onto something here.
Yeah, I'll work on that. I'll let you know.
Yeah. Can you put that together for us?
We'll do.
You're going to contact all of our competitors and say, hey, we'll just like, kind of poke the bear a little bit and be like, hey, we think we're better than you. So you better come on out and prove us wrong.
We should run ads so we can just say,
Okay.
we're the number one roofer because of this.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, we'll start the event and only us we'll be the only ones there.
We can call it like the Virginia Roofing Association.
Yeah,
So it's like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just make it up and then it'll be legit.
exactly. That's how all things happen. Right?
Exactly.
All right. That's all I got.
Dude, that's awesome. Thank you for the questions, man, and making it fun and bringing some new pizzazz today.
Yeah.
That was good.
Just a little bit.
Andrew, so glad you were able to join us today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Thanks for all the insight. Yeah,
Good
it's
time.
good stuff.
We'll be back.
Absolutely.
Selling.
Yeah.
Well, thank you everybody for listening in today. And for all of those on the outside, this is Inside the Perimeter Roof and Renovate. We'll see you next time.